the President's Club is turning on its most current part. Ending the code of hush that resigned presidents typically keep up about their successors, both George W. Shrubbery and Barack Obama conveyed clear hits at the present inhabitant of the Oval Office on Thursday. President Donald Trump, be that as it may, likely didn't feel a thing. His whole political brand remains as a living reprimand to the political foundation that the two men once drove into. The traditionalists who trust his conduct is disintegrating the glory of the administration itself. While neither Bush nor Obama said Trump by name or alluded to his claims this week that he had been more mindful to relatives of killed U.S. benefit individuals than they were, they utilized circumstantial occasions to enlist their caution with Trump's legislative issues. In New York, Bush conveyed a solid prosecution of Trump's populist patriotism, denouncing exchange protectionism and weeping over how governmental issues had fallen prey to fear-inspired notions and by and large manufacture. He likewise cautioned of the effect of tormenting and bias out in the open life. It was not hard to work out his identity discussing in one of his most energetic mediations in legislative issues since he exited office in January 2009. Obama, at the main battle appearances of his post-administration, cautioned about the tone and substance of Trump-style legislative issues, in the wake of spending half a month watching Trump undermine his proudest accomplishments including the Iran atomic arrangement and the Affordable Care Act. Clearly alluding to the president's treatment of racial viciousness in Charlottesville, Virginia, and slow judgment of racial oppressors, Obama deplored a similar old legislative issues of division while battling for New Jersey Democratic gubernatorial applicant Phil Murphy. A portion of the legislative issues we see now, we thought we had put that to bed, Obama said. That is people looking 50 years back. It's the 21st century, not the 19th century. In a moment crusade stop in Virginia, Obama targeted the techniques Trump used to win the race. We have people who are intentionally endeavoring to make people irate, to disparage individuals who have distinctive thoughts, to get the base all irritated up on the grounds that it gives a fleeting strategic preferred standpoint, Obama stated, again without particularly naming the president. There's most likely that Obama and Bush have been frightened by some of Trump's jokes in office. The two men were profoundly aware of the messages their own particular direct and talk anticipated at home and abroad. Both talked about how they saw the administration as an open assumed that was theirs for a brief time frame and was not a vehicle for individual glorification. Trump, by differentiate, appears to be unmoved by the traditions, legacy and conventions of the administration. His pundits have continually griped that he is harming the workplace of the administration itself. The president has not so far not reacted to his antecedent studies, however its Twitter impact can't be discounted. While such evident feedback of an officeholder president by ex-presidents is unprecedented, it is additionally a metric of the exceedingly strange circumstances and the stunt to the political framework typified by Trump's race. Republican strategist and CNN reporter Ana Navarro noticed the convention of previous presidents keeping out of the spotlight, yet included, nothing more will be tolerated. There is many people that are disappointed, that are devastated, that are dismal. It is time up to talk up and misbehave and have a position, she said. The political effect of the Bush and Obama feedback of Trump is probably going to be restricted. By definition, previous presidents do not have the impact they once had. Shrub's Republican Party, including carrying conservatism, foiled any expectations of extensive migration change and popular government advancement at the purpose of the weapon abroad is a distant memory. Obama's discretionary coalition reworked the principles of appointive legislative issues in 2008 similarly as Trump did in 2016. However, the 44th president was never ready to exchange that enchantment equation to any other individual, as the fizzled race battle of Hillary Clinton illustrated. Truth be told, for Trump's supporters, and maybe for the president himself, the returns of Obama and Bush on Thursday may have appeared to be to a lesser degree a reproach than approval. All things considered, what better support could there be of an insurrectionary battle focusing on Washington elites and a broken political framework, than running foul of the two past presidents from each political gathering? It appears to be far-fetched that once he leaves office he will subside into the friendly previous president's club and be seen yucking it up at the President's Cup golf competition, as Bush, Obama and Bill Clinton were as of late. It's practically difficult to accept or case, given their history, that he will show up, or be welcomed, for the opening of his successor's presidential library. Trump additionally has a torrid individual history with the two men, dating to his birtherism crusade against Obama, and the defanning of Bush's sibling Jeb, the foundation GOP's best seek after the designation in the 2016 race. Breitbart News, which is controlled by previous best Trump political counselor Steve Bannon, summed up to the disposition of a considerable lot of the president's supporters with its feature about the 43rd president's discourse, Shrubbery administration's firstborn develops to bash Trump, nativism. The investigate by Bush and Obama likewise darkened the unintentional commitment the two men had made to the ascent of Trump. It was the long decade and a half of war propelled by Bush, particularly the intrusion of Iraq on the premise of never-discovered weapons of mass devastation, that helped cultivate the present atmosphere of neutrality among Trump supporters. Obama will be recollected by history for bringing the country once again from the most exceedingly terrible budgetary emergency in 70 years, that ejected late in Bush's second term. In any case, the recuperation over which he directed left numerous laborers, in customary ventures behind, particularly in Midwestern battleground expresses that demonstrated rich ground for the Trump's triumphant monetary message of previous fall.